Hello, how's everybody doing? It is me, Allison Rozelle, and I am here today to do our weekly reading. So, this is something that I used to do quite often before the rebrand, and it's something that I want to start doing as my free offering to you. Um, just in case if you're catching this on Facebook, on IGTV, or if you're watching it on YouTube, um, this is just something to help you navigate through the week. So I'm going to do these on Sundays, and so they'll be posted to those sites on Sundays. So you will know for the week what you should be concentrating your energy on. And if it's not something that feels aligned that you should be concentrating on, if it doesn't fall into what comes up for us, then it might be something that you need to kind of push to the side until next week. So, for those that don't know, I am the founder and creator of the Sacred Pathway to Liberated Black Womanhood. That is my podcast. That is my YouTube channel. I'm not sure because I'm still kind of playing around with how I want to do it, but just know I've got potentially a membership going on that's going to be coming out soon, and there's going to be so many beautiful, intricate parts to it. That way you can choose at what level you want to work with me. And so I'm really, really excited about that. So more to come for sure. Also, something else that I plan on doing once I'm finished, I got this book on Yoruba, the handbook of Yoruba religious concepts, and I've been reading it. It's really not a long read, so I'm almost halfway finished. But I know it's something that I'm going to probably end up rereading because I like to read it and then go back and start taking notes and everything else as I learn it. But this is something that I know is going to be one of the many tools that I use on the membership site to help Black women in their reconnection to themselves, to their ancestors, and to spirit. So, with that said, let's go ahead and do our reading. So this week, we are going to use the African Goddess Affirmation card deck by the lovely Abiola Abrams. And this deck is actually brand new. My old deck, rich over here, my old deck, the box got worn. So I don't really I use the cards still, but the box got really worn. And when I did an event, I gave away quite a few of them. So the card deck is kind of slim. So I was like, well, let me replenish. Let me get my deck once again so that I can do a reading, because I do love these cards. This is actually the first deck that I ever bought for myself, and I love them. So let's get our intentions together. And this is for the highest good of us all. So here's how the reading works. We're going to ask 3 questions. We're going to pull 3 cards. So the first question that we want to know is, what do we need to know for this week? So we will ask the cards, what do we need to know for this week? So let's go ahead and get one pulled. Ooh, well, I don't think I have to ask because this one just jumped out and was like, nope, you need to talk about me. Talk about me. So what do we need to know? We need to know that about the goddess of power. The goddess of power. I have more power than I ever thought possible. I have more power than I ever thought possible. And this is Bastet, Egyptian goddess. And I have a tendency to butcher these goddess names, so know that that is not my intention. And my intention is definitely to know the correct pronunciation for all these goddess names because they are sacred. But we need to know for this week that I have more power than I ever thought possible. Let that sink in. How many times have we really needed to confirm and affirm that for ourselves as women, especially Black women, that we have more power, that we are more powerful than we ever thought possible? And a lot of times we find that power and see that power when we've accomplished something, right? Once we accomplish something that we never thought that we would be able to do. Like my beautiful friend Regina, who is on this live right now watching. Hey Regina, who had this beautiful, beautiful summit over the weekend talking about joy. And this was, I don't know if this was her first time doing it, but you know, I'm sure she was probably feeling that she, you know, wouldn't be able to get through it. And she did. And she did it beautifully and brought it together beautifully. So I have more power than I ever thought possible. So also on these cards, what I do love is that the creator, Abiola, she gives the lesson for the cards. But since I like to talk, I kind of give my interpretation of how it feels when I'm pulling them. But these are just added things that are on here. And I'm not discrediting her at all because she's magical and beautiful. But these, I just want us to get the concept of the affirmations of what we need to know this week. Okay? So Goddess of Power is what we need to know. So the next question that we ask for the weekly reading is, what do I need to do this week? What do I need to do this week? So Regina says, my first summit event, it felt wonderful. Thank you. You are so welcome, Goddess. Thank you. Thank you for letting me witness that beautiful summit that you put together. So what do we need to do? What do we need to do? Okay, I can dig that. So this is the Goddess of Love. What do we need to do? I was born this way and I love it. I was born this way and I love it. So what you need to do is accept you and embody who you are, who you were created to be. Love on yourself because you are who you are, period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We've got to get to the point where we stop apologizing for who we are. As Black women, we do that all of the time because we have to turn down our tones. We have to turn down our emotions. We don't want to be the angry Black woman. We don't want to, you know, make other people nervous because we're upset. And so then we feel like we don't have a right to our feelings. And we feel like we can't just be who we are because who we are is scrutinized a lot by the rest of the world. But I'm here to tell you, sis, please take your power back and love and accept yourself as you are because you were born the way that you are. And as my grandmama used to say, God don't make no mistakes. So I was born this way and I love it. So that is what you need to do, is love on yourself. Be patient with yourself and love on yourself. So the last thing is, what do we need to release? What do we need to release this week? What do we need to release? Oh, this is so beautiful. So we got the Goddess of Majesty. I am worthy and deserving of all good things. Somebody needs to type that into the comments. I am worthy and deserving of all good things. What you need to release is the feelings of unworthiness, that you don't matter, that you don't deserve to be loved, to be cherished, to be respected, to be honored. You don't deserve the promotion that you've been eyeballing. You don't deserve, the business that you're wanting to start, or the career you're wanting to start, or going into show business, or starting a singing career, or being a musician, or any of those things, those beautiful creative things that we know we are, but yet we doubt our worth. And that's what holds so many of us back, is we don't understand that we are truly worthy and deserving of all good things. The goddess of majesty. You are majestic. You are a daughter of the Most High God. So therefore, everything abundant and beautiful and blissful it's your birthright. You are worthy and deserving of it. Okay? So that is what we are to know and to concentrate on this week. So let's recap it. So what we need to know this week is that I have more power than I ever thought possible. I have more power than I ever thought possible. Remember that about yourself. What do we need to do? We got to love on ourselves. We got to love on ourselves and remember that we are who we are, and that's okay. It's better than okay. Love yourself. And lastly, what do we need to release? We need to release those thoughts of unworthiness, that we don't deserve all things that are good. I am worthy and deserving of all good things. So that is your reading for this week. Take it, meditate on it. I see that Lois joined. Hi, Lois. She said, handling my triggers. Yes, sis. And I send you love. We're all handling triggers. So many triggers going on right now, but we will get through it because we have the goddess of power, the goddess of love, and the goddess of majesty on our side this week and always. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Allison Rozelle. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. And be sure to share this with any and everybody, okay? All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I love you. See you soon.